Excuse me. Nice.
Yeah, beautiful.
Oh!
If you were watching the last wheeling video, you'll know that I drove back to the trailer without my fan working and some really brutal bearing sounds coming out of the front of this motor. So before we take this thing out in the woods again, we got to pull out the multimeter, test the fan, see if it's the wiring or the fan itself, and then we got to pull the belts off and figure out what bearing is really unhappy before I have another problem. So let's quickly get to that. And then let's get this damn thing back out in the woods. So I have my green ground wire, because the ground is green. And we got high and we got low. I'm guessing high is red and low is medium, yellow. Because in my brain that makes sense. We got no power running through this thing. So we're gonna check the relays and the fuses. Take a look. Also, you wanna see some real mint stuff? Look, this wire actually changes color halfway. So does this one. You don't need to worry about my wiring. My rig's running. Where's yours? Well, I just popped my rusty switch out. See that the ground wire is not going to the post on the switch, meaning might not be the fan at all. Might just be my crappy wiring. I know, I should be using Deutsch connectors. I get it. Island spec, bro. Alright, well, moment of truth. Plug this back in. Plug the fan in out there. Oh, yes! That's still not sounding very happy, but it's working. Mint. That's the free 99 repair. Gotta love that one. Oh, and the plug already fell off again. So I gotta crunch that on there a bit better. Maybe put some tape around it. Oh, stoked on that. Next up then, let's pull the alternator belt, power steering belt off. Spin everything by hand. So if you've got a belt that's making noise or you got a bearing sound, that's always the first step before you start replacing stuff. Just take the belts off, spin everything by hand and see, because typically you'll be able to feel or hear the whatever that's not happy. So I popped the power steering belt off. It doesn't make any sounds. Alternator belt off, and sounds like it didn't like being buried in the water. It's literally the only chrome part on my vehicle. Alternator's out. Doesn't sound very nice anymore. But it was charging, so might just be the bearing. But how long before it seizes up? Let's start taking some stuff apart that we don't know what we're doing. It's terrible shape. So let's take these 3 screws out and see if I can, I don't know where the hell I'm gonna source this bearing, but should certainly be a lot cheaper to probably buy one bearing than a whole new alternator. Well, it looks like it's 11 maple leaves for a 2-pack of these bearings. So I'm gonna get some bearings on the way here, and we'll try to figure out how to rebuild this alternator. And Pathmaker's down until then, but we'll get those bearings in. Amazon came through, got my bearings in the mail. In theory, that was just supposed to drop right in there, and I was supposed to look cool. But hey, we know how it goes. Ah, that certainly sounds better than the old bearing. Mint. Well, we never expected me to be all that cool, but we probably expected me to use a hammer. Shout out to Lucky for working great as a tripod holder. Let's put this thing back in this stupid hunk of junk. Would it really be wrenching if I didn't end up bleeding? Quick tape job, fix myself up. And let's get these belts tightened back up. Let's take this thing for a boogie. So we're gonna do things A little different today. Do the intro. At the end of the day, epic day of rock crawling with the boys. 7 rigs. We ran a whole bunch of unclimbed climbs before because the traction was all there. I did a number on the windshield of the Pathmaker. Jim broke an axle shaft. We even had a Jeep with us today. So stay tuned for a good day of island spec rock crawling with the boys. In the meantime, I'm gonna have to deal with this absolutely terrible parking job I did on my trailer. Let's get some rock crawling, boys. Look at how sassy the green bastard looks these days. I'm really liking the new stance of that thing. She's wide, she's long, but it looks mean with the dubbed rear and everything. Mint, Sean, looking good. We're ripping up the hill to meet up with our 4 buddies that were impatient and didn't want to wait around for us, but we'll catch them on the mountain here somewhere. Well, some guy's wondering, due to safety issues, why you run with no doors. Well, as you can see out the front window, I can't see anything once your nose up. So I spent a lot of time looking out the door. So I'm well aware that things come flying in the door and it could be bad, but the ability to see is more important than safety. Come on now. I don't particularly like this drop. The way it lifts rear tire, it's kind of sketchy in the old floppy leaf spring mobile. She wants to unload. That's where I see a lot of guys talking about revolver shackles all the time. Oh, they're good. In a time like that, if I had a revolver shackle in the rear, it might have unloaded enough to pitch me on my roof. And that's why we don't run revolver shackles, why we don't run slider boxes, because they do somewhat unpredictable things at the worst possible time. I'll get out and get some footage at some point here, but we gotta catch the boys first. Once we find our friends, then I'll get out. Apologize for the filming and the narration. It's hard to drive and talk about insightful things. I've yet to be denied on that one. Ah, sticky tires. The old cheater tires. Oh, and I do believe we found our friends. Excuse me. I'm gonna need your insurance papers. Well, we caught up with the boys. Jay made it out, so there's actually 8 of us on the trail today, I think. It's a lot of guys. But don't worry, everybody. This is private land. We're not doing anything wrong. We're just having fun with the boys. I can't see a damn thing. We're just gonna one-shot this here and then stand around and heckle everyone else. You better believe that's the way we're gonna do it. Ouch! Damn, that one's violent. Zach's taking the fancier line than me. So we've been living with Zach a bunch lately in the old hot garbage car. This thing's 1-ton axles, I believe a 4-liter. Cheap stuff. That's a way of doing it. It's not the prettiest. Force is the answer. And then you're going right through the nicely done.
Right through the cleavage. Nicely done. So that's what it's like when you have suspension. Way less violent than the way I did it. There you go. Nicely done. All the suspension. Yeah, you're about to crest that rock. There you are. Oh, Sean ended up in here. Sean made some passes too, clearly. Yeah. Nicely done. Jim knows what's up. He's driven through here lots of times. Well, somehow I ended up in the front of the pack, but that also means I get to dictate the pace. I'm super not looking forward to this, except I found it and I cut it, so it's like I kind of have to drive it, but I don't want to. Yes! Oh, I didn't want to drive up there. That was really scary. It was not the cleanest piece of work. I drove up the wall there and then came down on the other side of the stump. But you don't have enough width in 1-tons to fit. Like, you have about 2 inches to spare, so you got to just go over the stump. Yeah. When it's dry like this, it's not so bad. When we were doing it in the wet, you can't go over the stump, so you got to fit. And you can see how close the tires have gotten a few times. It actually looks like my back tire scrubbed the edge. Well, it's just scary because you don't go left. I think there's too much traction today. I don't think anybody's gonna have a problem.
I'll tell you that, I'm still gonna go up it.
Time for Brad to show us how it's done. Way to make it look not dramatic at all. Apparently this is easy now. I did my best to make it look hard. Another island spec Suzuki, leaf springs all around, Toyota axles, 37-inch treps. I'm assuming, I don't know if it's a Toyota motor or a Suzuki motor. Nice. Right over the stump like nothing. Well, I don't know why I was intimidated by this one. It's seeming real easy now. It's amazing the difference between a wet day and a dry day. Just gonna casually crawl it. He's a truck driver, he doesn't know his lefts or rights.
Yeah. Well, if you can't finish school or concrete, then I guess you just drive truck. Well, that's no longer a thing.
That's no longer concerning in the slightest. Everyone's rig's working so good though, we're just driving up everything. Sorry, last time I drove up that, I was denied. Not today. Gotta give a big thanks to guys on the Patreon channel. If you're tired of watching the ads, you want longer, uncensored videos, go hit up the Patreon, support the channel, help getting more of these rock crawling vids every weekend. big thank you to those guys. Haha. Nice. Oh, and I know some of you guys are confused. What's going on with Saturday morning cartoons? I started releasing my videos on Friday afternoon just because I'm trying to get more eyeballs in front of my videos, and YouTube kept bugging me, telling me that more people watch vidges on Friday afternoon. So nothing changes. Saturday morning the videos will still be live. So you still got Saturday morning cartoons, but the videos are going live every week now on Friday afternoon for the after work drinking beers in the shop crowd. I keep screwing up the flow here by getting out and filming. So big thanks to all you guys wheeling with us today for the patience with me parking in the way, running around, setting cameras up and whatnot. Just trying to bring some rock crawling action to the boys at home. If you can't make it out on the trail every weekend, you can always watch Pathmaker Productions, because my goal is to get you guys a wheeling video every single weekend. So it seems like now that my alternator isn't making bad sounds, my throwout bearing is making a bit of a sound when it's pushed in. So that really sucks, because it's a lot more work to pull the trans and T-case belly pan off of this thing to swap out a throwout bearing than it is to swap an alternator bearing in. But you know how she goes. All right, well, we're heading right back to where we were last weekend, where Zach wrecked his fuel pump. So obviously we got to drive back down there. Can't let a little thing like a broken fuel pump stop you from trying to drive up a climb. What'd that cost you? Is that an $80 stump?
Yeah.
I love you, I'm sorry.
That's fine.
I was like, Zach, you should drive up there. And then he got stuck on that. I was like, you're gonna be fine. He was not fine.
I'll try it.
That's the spirit, Brad. That's not Jeepy of you at all. I love it. That's Jeeping right there. Why did you make it look so hard last week? Well, now you should probably go here then, I guess.
Yeah,
Hey, don't give me any ideas.
I am full of bad ideas. Some could say that's my job. It's not hard at all. Best line yet. You're making me nervous. Here you go, guys. That was the easiest time I've ever had driving up that. Attaboy, Brad. Taking a big bite of that hill. That's supposed to be hard. Who invited that guy? That's been like an impossible climb until right now. Well, I got to the top of that climb and found out that my camera turned itself off because it's too hot out here. So probably missed that climb, which sucks because I'm pretty proud of what I just did there. We're letting my steering cool off. These guys are gonna hit a few things, and we'll keep making our way up the hill. Well, no one's ever driven down there before, just to make you feel better. Damn! I'm impressed. My rig is making all sorts of bad new sounds, but we're gonna run over here, pound on the next couple climbs. They're pretty easy in weather like this with the rigs we got, so I'm not gonna get out. I can't remember which is the hard line. Oh, that is this one. Oh! Well, that sucks. What did I do? Nice. Well, safety first, kids. I guess just in time for the summer. I'm done with my windshield. God damn. Watch out for glass shards. Gotta wipe all the glass off this thing before I wear it. At least it's the passenger side. Oops. Problem with that is this is the windshield from Cheap Finder version 1.0, and Miss Pathmaker requested that I put it in here so we didn't get rained on, and well, apparently I wrecked it. 100% driver error. This is new. That's fun. Oh, it's been a long time since anyone's driven down this road. It's gonna be a little overgrown. But yeah, when you live in the rainforest, it's crazy how fast everything grows in. Last two times we tried this trail, we've been going the other direction. So we're gonna go back this way. Well, we think we fixed the brake problem in this thing. Turns out it was the rod on the brake booster. It was slightly too long, and it was pushing on the master even when he wasn't on the brakes. So we fixed it up, shortened it a bit. Now we're seeming like we're not having brake lock issues. We lost Jim somewhere though.
He broke an axle shaft.
He broke an axle shaft?
Axle shaft, yeah.
Oh, well that's a shame. So my rig's at the point of the day where it doesn't want to keep running. That's always fun. Ouch! Concentrating. Woo hoo hoo. Do I know what I'm driving over? Absolutely no idea. A lot of stumps in this one. Oh, just force it. Making it happen, yes! Really proud of what I just did there. Everybody being so speedy about it, I don't even have to keep getting out, but I do. just out here playing tour guide. But I keep messing up the flow by trying to film for everyone. We're doing our best here. Oh yeah. What did I hit? No idea. Ow. I have a terrible departure angle on this thing. So when I come down big drops like that, back bumper hits real hard. Oh, I'm right on a stump. I just need a little nudge. You want to give me a little car nudge, Joshy? Thank you. Well, I don't think that's working. I know, I thought I'd slide off with a push. Apparently I won't slide off. What a loser! God damn it. What am I doing? I'm blowing it is what I'm doing.
Stop doing that here.
No kidding. There we go. So we got quite the group today. We got one Suzuki, 3 or 4 Toyotas, a Jeep, and of course the old bastard child Nissan. That was the wrong spot to grab a gear. Haha, it's the same thing I did. Man. See, the secret to Brad's Jeep is that you cut as many Jeep parts out as possible and you end up with a badass Jeep. Oh, it's okay, Team Jeep. Just teasing, it's okay. This is a fun one. Last time we did this, there was a bit of snow on the ground. We had Trev in the fancy Volvo portal car. Ow! Ouch! Wow, that was really poorly done there. Do better than that. Last time we were in here, we tried the big climb and was denied. But today feels like the day that it's gonna happen. If there was ever a day that we're going up there, today is the day. It's the first time anyone's ever driven up there, boys. I'm really proud of myself. I want to thank myself for myself. You're making me really proud of my rig. The more you struggle, because I think yours is fancier than mine. That's a hard nope that time. Ooh, that was real close. Damn. It's a length issue right now. Yes. There you are. Well done.
That was easier than the corner.
That seat was clean when we started this morning. Do we have to like wave at him or something to make him go?
I don't know how you get people to move.
There's no coffee shops anywhere near here though, so.
There's no Starbucks anywhere near here. You must be having withdrawal.
That's the problem. It's a different pace when you got a Jeep in the front of the pack. I think I got an intake leak. I think that's why once it gets hot, it doesn't like to keep running. Just all the flex. Leaf spring in it. These would be cool shots if someone was standing outside. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. Just a little extra force. That's all we needed there. John's been able to watch a few of us. You gotta get it. Well done! Yes! Nicely done!
I don't have time to think about it.
No kidding. Ah, ouch. Oh, sorry for the day of shaky filming. I was expecting to get out more, do some more out of the rig, but with so many rigs and with everything working so easy, I haven't had to get out all that much. We're heading back to the house. It's hot. We're dusty. So apparently, Jim broke an axle shaft. I broke my windshield, but all things considered, wasn't too hard of a day on parts. Good day on the trail. So stay tuned next week for more Friday afternoon cartoons, and we'll be back out working on some more shenanigans. We got to get in our days because it's drying out fast out here. Soon it'll be too dry for this sort of stuff. We got to get it in while we can.
Before we sign out, big huge thanks to all of these guys. Couldn't do it without you guys. Got to clean off the rig. Got 3 more names to add there. Peter, Nick, and Josh. Thanks you guys for supporting the channel.